ચાલો તમારા ગામથી શરૂ કરો. ગામ તમારું મંદિર.
મારું પેલા જરા લચ્છી કેવી દીકરી સાદું make a note here some.
Yeah, but
Give me
but
that,
you've read it. Why don't you just?
No, let's see. Yeah, give me whole everything. Yeah.
ઓહ,
Even that
લખેલું
one.
છે.
Even that. Yeah.
He did. That's why.
I just wanted to.
Otherwise, my dad can go on a tangent. Others.
I made a note or something.
ઓકે,
Uh,
એટલે તમારા બાપુજી
Yeah.
કયા ગામમાંથી ક્યારે આવેલા, કેવી રીતે આવેલા ઝિમ્બાબ્વે તે વાત કરો. Yeah, I'll make a short thing. I got a short thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. At my બાબુજી છે એમનો જન્મ કરોડ ગામે થયેલો. કરોડ ગામે ઇન્ડિયા એ નવસારી એ અમલસાર એન્ડ અબ્રામાની વચ્ચે છે એ કરોડ ગામ. એના બાજુમાં સરાવ ગામ. દેટ્સ માય સાસરું. રાઈટ. હવે નાવ he came જ્યારે according to the this what is
Archives.
archives અહીંયા એમ કે 1919 he came to Rhodesia 1919 1919.
ઓકે.
So he was very, both silent. He never used to talk to anyone, quiet, and just do what he had to do. He did what to that. And I used to આમ છે જતા અત્યારે અમારી પાસે જમીન હતી. I mean લગભગ 80 વીઘા 80થી જરા વધારે જમીન હતી. હવે એ જમીન એ જતા આમ જસ્ટ અમે સાથે ભાગ્યા. એટલે સાથે ભાગે એટલે ઇટ મીન્સ સાથે ભાગેનો અર્થ કે we get half and they take the half. It's in our land. અમારી જમીન એના પર એ લોકો ખેતી બધું કરે. Everything they do. પણ the half whatever crop ગમે તે હોય comes to us. એટલે હાથે ભાગે એનું પેલું એને કહેવાય. And એ ખાલી એ જોવા જ જતા. અમે છે કેમ કે બીજું કંઈ કામ બીજું નહીં હોય એટલે એને જોવા જ જતા છે. અને સાથે મારી મધર નામ માનું નામ વાલીબેન. પણ સાથે નહીં જતા એ લોકો કોઈ દિવસ. એ રિવાજ ધણી ધણીયાની કોઈ દિવસ સાથે નહીં જતા હોય છે એ લોકો. ને અમારી મા હું she was not educated or anything. મામાને ત્યાં જ available થયું. ત્યારે પછી રૂડિશિયા આવવાના. રૂડિશિયા હવે મુકા દાદા સાથે આપણે વલ્લભભાઈ વ્યુ પટેલના ફાધર એની પેલુંથી સલાહથી એ લોકો રૂડિશિયા આવડા. અહીંયા રૂડિશિયા. હવે રૂડિશિયા આવડા ત્યારે સાથે બીજા હાસાપોત અમારા ગામની નજીક. અમારું ગામનું નામ સારી મંદિર. ખરું અમારું ગામનું નામ મંદિર. અમે આમ જોવા જઈએ તો મંદિરના દેવો કહેવાય. એટલે મંદિર હવે મંદિરથી આજુબાજુનું ગામ છે હાસાપોર. That way my ભાભી comes from. હવે સાદા એટલે લગભગ સાતમાં ચારો ભાઈ હતા. એટલે ચારો ભાઈ. હવે
એક પ્રશ્ન પૂછું કે એ લોકોનો મુખ્ય કારણ અહીંયા આવવાનો શું હતો? કારણ કે ઘણા બીજા લોકો કહે કે ત્યાં બહુ દુકાળ ને બધું હતું, લોટ ઓફ ફેમિન, પૈસા ને કંઈ નહીં હતું, એટલે એ લોકોને વાત મળેલી કે આફ્રિકા વધારે સારું. એટલે એનું કારણ
કારણ એટલે જ છે કે અહીંયા સોરી એટલે પૈસા કમાવાની દ્રષ્ટિએ see, on that basis.
Great opportunity.
તમે-
The opportunity. yeah.
રમણભાઈ, તમે કહ્યું કે 80 વીઘા જમીન હતી,
હા.
બરાબર છે? હવે ત્યારે ગરીબાઈ હતી, ઘણી
હા.
ગરીબાઈ હશે ને?
ગરીબાઈ હસી ગરીબ. હવે એમાં શું કે મારા બાપા છે, માય ગ્રેન્ડફાધર, બાપાજી એ બિલીવ એમ કે એક આ વાત ખરી કે ખોટી, પણ એમ કે he had come to South Africa long time ago. એમ તો I don't-
Your grandfather.
my grandfather.
Okay.
હવે માથી ચોક્કસ I can't say anything. હવે ત્યાં પછી એમ કે થોડા 50-60 પાઉન્ડ જો થયેલું હોય, બહુ પૈસા હોય એમ ત્યારના જમાનામાં. He went back and then એ પછી આ જમીન ધીરે ધીરે પેલો જમીન વસાવેલી ત્યાંના વખતમાં. I don't know, હવે જો
Good
સાઉથ
picture.
આફ્રિકા આવેલા
ઘણા
કે
લોકો
નહીં આવેલા,
આવેલા.
that is
You can't tell.
I can't
Yeah.
tell. I can't tell.
So you first came to Mutare, right?
Sorry.
કેમાં આવેલા તમે?
વણમાં આવેલા હશે ને?
અમે અહીંયા
No,
Uh,
the
sorry.
father.
Your father came.
માતા કેમ ના એ બેરાથી પછી અમથાલીથી પછી અહીંયા
ખરેખર.
સોલફરી.
Okay.
That's all. Now, in the meantime, એમની સાથે સાથે જ કે અમે છે કે બીજા 4 ભાઈઓ આપણે બીજા 3 ભાઈઓ હતા, બીજા 3 ભાઈઓ. હવે તે હવે એ લોકો અહીંયા બધું કર્યું, થોડું થયું હોય, પણ કે એવો માણસ એવો
There was somebody.
જો somebody એવો માણસ હતો, એવો કોઈ હો કે તેણે જોયું કે આ તો 4 એટલે બધું પેલું આમ કે બિકોઝ ઓફ એ લોકો સારી રીતે કામ કરતા હતા. એન્ડ હવે સારી રીતે કામ કરે એટલે આ લોકો જ્યાં કમાય એના વિધિન અવર સોસાયટી, આપણે પણ સોસાયટીના મેમ્બર. One of them felt very jealous about it, you see. અને એણે કહ્યું કે એણે શોર્ટ એ ચાલી કરી આવ્યો ગવર્મેન્ટમાં. અને હવે 3 મારા બાપુજીને ત્યાં પણ એક ભાઈનું નામ
Lakshman.
લક્ષ્મણભાઈ બરવાળા કહેતા એને, લક્ષ્મણભાઈ બરવાળા. He took my father away from here and એમને ત્યાં શબાનીમાં, they went by very hard, from Salisbury થી આમ રસ્તે very difficult, I mean, ગમે ત્યાં ઉભી રહે, જંગલમાં ને they reached શબાની. That's way શબાનીમાં પછી હવે and he was saved and those 3 were deported.
કારણ કે એ લોકો કાગળ વગાડે
આગળ
ઓકે
એટલે આગળ વગર એટલે they was deported. એટલે my father safety, Lakshmanbhai was very clear. Lakshmanbhai, he was a very he was very strong and educated man. I don't know, he knew all this thing. Yeah, by and I don't know how he felt. લાગણી મારા બાપુજી માટે લાગણી એની પેલું થઈ આવશે. He took him to away from it, like they couldn't find him there, you see. So he was safe.
આ લક્ષ્મણભાઈ ભરવાડાની તમે વાત કરો, તેનું ફેમિલી કોઈ છે હજુ?
ના એની તમને કેમ આ તો આપણે વાત કરીએ જે લક્ષ્મણભાઈ, ના I'll be open about it. Lakshmanbhai had a good affair with Penny Ban.
Baji,
No, no.
can you stop that?
No,
All
it's
right,
fine.
can I?
No, it's fine.
No,
Don't
just, I'm just
worry.
leave that, yeah.
Don't worry.
આપણે હવે now,
Yeah.
I don't know if you want me to say no.
No, you can't do
You can't say that, okay.
No, you can't do
All right.
It's fine.
No,
It's
no.
fine. પણ એ લોકોનું કઈ ફેમિલી છે?
Now, yeah, he had son
Oh, good.
Popatlal in Quebec.
પોપટીને કોઈ
Yeah.
પણ એમનો આઈ ડોન્ટ થિંક એમનો છોકરા
No, એનો છોકરા નહીં એવો પાછી હું તમને કેમ ઇટ્સ વેરી લોંગ હે
કઈ નહીં કેમ
હવે ના પાછી that goes again to આપણે
I'm just trying to
ના
establish history એટલે
History.
એ લક્ષ્મણભાઈનું કંઈ ફેમિલી હોય તો એ લોકોએ શું કર્યું અત્યાર સુધીમાં શું કર્યું અહીંયા
કોણ sorry
because this is the first time I've heard this name લક્ષ્મણભાઈ
Really?
ભરવાડા
Yeah.
He
it's
was
the first time I've heard
Yeah.
right ચાલો કઈ નહીં તમે તમારું કરો
Can you finish?
પણ એટલે એ તો બહુ હવે એને એના હવે પોપટ parents also is it's a different story again એટલે
That's fine.
that's right yeah
that's fine
we'll leave that out
Yeah.
So તમારા બાપુજી શબાનીમાં લક્ષ્મણભાઈ માટે કામ કરતા
ના ના
No, no, now he went. Now he, in the meantime, હાથે પેલો ગયા ત્યારે એની પાસે કંઈ નહીં હતું પણ એમની સાથે એક ભાઈ આપણે મળી ગયા આપણી સાથે નામ ખંડુભાઈ નાયક ખંડુભાઈ નાયક
બોલવાયાના ને
બુલવેને દયાલજીભાઈ ને એ લોકો સાથે સારા સંબંધ નો દયાલજીભાઈ બુલવેઓ
ખંડુભાઈ નાઈક is KM નાઈક
No, that's not one. Now, Khandubhai Nayak is another one.
Another one, okay.
Yeah, Khandubhai Nayak છે ને, હવે એને ખંડુભાઈ બરમુસો કહેતા.
ઓકે
ખંડુભાઈ બરમુસો. હવે એની સાથે જરાક they came into contact and they started business.
ઓકે
They opened a business શબાનીમાં.
ઓલરાઈટ
And શબાનીમાં પછી they and now ખંડુભાઈ કંઈ કામ કરતા નહીં. He used રમતા, he used to go out and that. And later on he demanded a lot of, says I don't have everything. And then everything went to Dayalji in Bolio, Dayalji. They wanted to sort out the whole thing. So Dayalji, well, Dayalji defended, that Khandubai because of a relation or something, right? Then with my father went my Omkar Yu Patel, my two brothers, Aribai and Manibai, all went to them, you see, and they had a meeting. And in short, everything was solved, and they decided that my father pays him up £1,000, and everything would be over. And that's how the matter was solved.
સો હરિકાકા ને મણિકાકાના જન્મ ત્યારે અહીંયા થયો
No, they also came. They were also born in
Yes,
India.
એટલે બાપુજી સાથે આવે
બાબુજી સાથે આવેલા.
Okay.
બાબુજી એકલા જ હતા. And હાથે આપણા ખંડુભાઈ હતા પણ તે કંઈ કામ નહીં કરતા. He never used to work.
એટલે તમારા બાપુજી જ્યારે શબાની શિફ્ટ થયા તે તમને યાદ છે ચોક્કસ તમે કેટલા વર્ષના હતા ત્યારે
Sorry,
how old were you how old was Haribai, Manibai and you at that time
oh,
પણ ત્યારે કાકા ને લોકો કોઈ નહીં આવેલું
no
ના ના
no.
ના ના ત્યારે તો દાદા જ આવેલા એકલા
okay
Yeah.
so they came much later
And
right?
then later on.
Haribai, Manibai and you came much
You see,
later
yeah, in the later.
did
No.
the three of you come together
ના
No.
ના હરિકાકા and મણિકાકા came, isn't it?
No, yeah, but you see, in the meantime, the business carried on, you see. They started and business carried on. At the later stage, you see, when he demanded, Khandubai demanded that he got to have all the, what made half, he wanted half of everything. So, but then, you see, in the meantime, my brother and them, they were here. They were, my brother also used to work for Patel and Company.
Okay.
Yeah. And then later on, when my brother left for India, he put money by in that and also worked for Patel and Company. Yeah.
okay
So,
sorry Ramanbhai,
yeah.
I don't want to confuse
No.
you or make you lose your chain of thought પણ હરિભાઈ મણિભાઈને તમે ક્યારે આવેલા અહીંયા
I think હરિભાઈ એ મને ખબર નથી એક્ઝેક્ટલી પણ Haribhai called Manibhai.
ઓકે
Yeah, when he was there. Because હું 1949 માં અહીંયા આવ્યો હરિભાઈની સાથે.
ઓકે
હરિભાઈ brought me here. હવે before that, so મારો જન્મ 1935 માં થયેલો, right? So why my father must be there, right? Then he must have come here, આપણે અહીંયા વિડિશા આવલા પછી હવે કયા વર્ષે આવલા તે પછી નહીં આવે. પણ ઇન ધ મીન ટાઈમ હવે આપણે વલ્લભભાઈની સાથે અમારે સાથે મોટા દાદા સાથે સૌ હવે એમ એ લોકો બધા હાથે એટલે હરિભાઈને બોલાવેલા, you know, with help of, you know, I mean, with their support and that, you see. પછી હરિભાઈ પછી મણિભાઈને બોલાવેલા, મણિભાઈને બોલાવેલા.
પછી તમે આવ્યા.
પછી
એટલે તમે
અને પછી he આપણે જ્યારે ભાઈ 1947 માં એ દેશ આવેલા, because આઝાદી મળવાની, you see, and he had that, he was very keen, you know, I mean, આપણા દેશને આઝાદી મળવાની કરીને, એટલે he went came to India to celebrate આપણા આઝાદ દેશ, આપણે આઝાદનો દિવસ.
તમે 14 વર્ષના હતા તમે અહીંયા
Yeah,
આવ્યા.
14
બરાબર
વર્ષ.
છે. હવે જ્યારે તમે અહીંયા આવ્યા ત્યારે તમે શબાની ગયેલા કે અહીંયા હરારે હતા?
અહીંયા
હરારે હતા.
અહીંયા.
બરાબર. એટલે શબાની કેટલા વર્ષ તમારા બાપુજી રહેલા?
So from I'm just thinking, oh, if he landed here in 1919, so he must have been there from 1920 to about 19.
No, ત્યારે I don't think so he went to Shabani.
પણ 1919 માં અહીંયા આવેલા રે. હા, પણ પેલા આર્કાઇવ્સમાં 1990 is
The
when
entry was
Tanda
registered.
Bantu was registered.
Yeah.
So it's he went there, Baji.
Yeah,
ત્યાં જ ગયેલા છે.
ચાંદુપાન એક દુકાનનું નામ તાના બાંટુ હતું. Yeah.
So 1919, because that's what in the archives it's 1919 here, and it says Shishavane. It gives the Shishavane address 1919. એટલે he must have landed in પછી ત્યાં જ ગયા હશે, if I'm not mistaken. He must have been here just for a short while, and
Yeah,
then
it's
must have
right.
gone there.
How long was he in Shabani?
So that's what I'm thinking. 1919 to કદાચ
This
20 વર્ષ હશે. Oh, sorry.
must have been a good
1930.
20 years.
Yeah, good to look at.
20 years, હા. કેમ કે પછી કાકાનો જન્મ કયા વર્ષ?
No.
I think કાકાનો જન્મ 1925 or something.
25.
I don't know, I can't remember.
About
exactly.
1925, yeah, could be, because Balu Kaka was 27.
Eh?
Mara Balu Kaka was 1927, so
Is
his
it?
Kaka was older than him, so
Yeah.
it could be about 1925.
Yes.
Yeah.
એટલે આ દુકાનનું નામ ઠાંડા બાંટુ?
શબાનીમાં
Ah.
હા.
તાના બાંટુ. Yeah.
હવે ત્યાં શબાનીમાં ભવનભાઈ કરીને
ભવનભાઈ
હતા.
had right, yeah.
ભવનભાઈ shop was also called ઠાંડા બાંટુ.
Yeah.
Now that's he carried on.
He took over.
Yeah, carried on with Tanda Bantu. You see, Bhavanbhai, I got his name.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Just
Ah.
potato
Luca,
and papaya.
you've gone
Just
through
little
all
bit.
this trouble. You always go through so much trouble.
No, not at all, not at all. There you go.
You're
Potato
right.
and
This
papaya.
1919.
There's chicken, there's
So
chicken.
This chicken.
Kaka was born
No.
1925.
No, thanks.
You sure?
They must have
Dada,
Please make sure.
Dada must have been in that store till 1939.
હવે એ મને exact ખબર નથી.
That's okay, but that, you know, it could
Yeah.
be a
It was
20 years.
at least 20 years in
હવે who would know? My late brother Manibhai would know everything about this.
મણિભાઈ knew everything.
Everything.
પણ તે હવે ત્યાં મળવું ત્યારે હવે વાત ના.
He was very keen.
Yeah.
Manibhai and I, they were good.
બાજી તમે એમ પણ કહેતા હતા કે મણિ કાકા દાદાને મદદ કરતા ત્યાં શીશામાને નહીં જતા?
ના હવે ત્યાં while Manibhai also આપણે to look after the shop, જ્યારે બાપુજી દેશ કે ગમે ત્યાં ગયેલા ત્યારે Manibhai used to look after the shop. He stayed in Shabani.
ચાલો
Oh, honey.
હવે
Yeah, Miss Joanna.
તમે 14 વર્ષના હતા
હા.
અહીંયા આવ્યા, રાઈટ? સ્કૂલે ગયેલા? ગુજરાતી સ્કૂલે
ના
ગયેલા?
અહીંયા
અંગ્રેજી સ્કૂલે
ગુજરાતી
ગયેલા?
no
નહીં.
નથી.
હરિભાઈ ને મણિભાઈ
તેઓ અહીંયા નહીં.
અહીંયા ભણેલા નહીં.
અહીંયા not here.
એટલે સીધા આવીને નોકરી કે દુકાનમાં લાગી ગયા?
હવે જો મણી
કાકા
જ્યારે કાકા એ પેલા જ્યારે પટેલ એન્ડ કંપનીમાં કામ કરતા રાઈટ નોકરી જ કરતા એમના ઇવેન્ટ જ્યારે આવેલા ત્યારે ઇવેન્ટ ઓલ ઓવર ગઢુમાં ગયેલા નોકરી કરેલી ગઢુમાં બોમ્બે નોકરી કરેલી જ્યાં નોકરી મળેલી ત્યાં નોકરી કરી આવેલા એમ ઓલ થ્રી પ્લેસ ઓલ થ્રી ગમે ત્યાં યુ નો આઈ મીન પછી આફ્ટર દેટ he went to came to India in 1947. 1947
ઇન્ડિપેન્ડન્સ ટાઈમ
independence time.
ત્યાં રહેલા થોડા વર્ષ
Yeah, he stayed until 1949.
ને પછી તમને
પછી મને સાથે લાવેલા. Yeah.
So when did he get married?
He got married earlier,
Very
early age,
Child.
and he was married.
Okay.
then he came
Then he came here, and in the meantime, Bobby, my Bobby, she was also educated because she came from a learned sort of family and Bhagat, and that Bhagat was a Vaid એટલે શું કહે ને Vaid એટલે
He is like a
like a doctor.
doctor like, and his father was so good, I mean very kind person. Anybody invited, એટલે somebody એમ કે મને થોડું you just go with his bullock car ગાડીમાં બેસીને to be there, never charge a cent, everything free, and એની પાસે મેડિસિન એવું હતું કંઈ આપણે જડીબૂટ શું કે
આયુર્વેદિક.
હવે અમે આયુર્વેદિક
આયુર્વેદિક.
આયુર્વેદિકથી માણસ સારા થઈ જતા કે that happened to me. હું ત્યારે એટલે this is out of thing પણ હવે when હું દેશ ગયેલો 1961માં ત્યારે નવસારીથી હું ચાલતો આવતો હતો right, it's about 10 kilometers or something. Heat, pure heat. And railway થી હું ચાલતો હતા તે બાદ કેમ કે I knew આમ જો તો પછી આ મંદિર ગામથી એટલે પહોંચી જાઉં મારા ગામમાં આવી જાય પછી એટલે it was so hot I fainted. I could hardly walk. When I reached home, I just fainted at home. એટલે મારા ભગત આપણે ભાભીના બાબુજીને બોલાવવા મૂકેલા. He gave me some, મને શીખવા I was perfect. He had some thing એટલે આવી રીતે
So Kaka, Hari Kaka came first
yeah,
with his wife, right?
That's right.
Kaki.
no.
No.
He came alone first.
Oh, he came alone first.
Yeah,
Then he went back.
yeah.
Got married.
Yeah.
No,
he was married
He had a
already.
child.
Oh, you were married already.
he had a childhood
Child
marriage.
is married.
Okay.
એ લોકો કેટલા વર્ષના હતા ને પરિણા I think 4 કે 5
પાંચમા હતા.
4 કે 5 વર્ષના?
હા એ લોકોનું બંને
child married.
Okay, no, but
yeah
when together must be late, isn't it?
later yeah. But she was working એ કામ કરતા
No,
હતા
she was
બા-
working at a hospital. She
In
was a
Ahmedabad.
nurse.
oh
Yeah, she was a nurse. વાડીલાલ સારાભાઈ હોસ્પિટલ અમદાવાદમાં હજુ હોસ્પિટલ છે એમ કે પણ હવે એ હોસ્પિટલ હજી બહુ ન્યૂ હોસ્પિટલ has come out. પણ વાડીલાલ સારાભાઈ હોસ્પિટલ હું ગયેલો ત્યારે when in 1947 when my brother went to her because she was still in the hospital working there, and ભાઈ ગયેલા મને આ તો મને લઈ ગયેલા not that time I don't know I was small. Yeah.
પછી 1940
Yeah.
હવે તમારી વાત કરીએ અહીંયા આગળ 14 વર્ષના હતા તમે, 2 મોટા ભાઈ,
Yeah.
બરાબર છે? હવે છે ને મારી બા કાયમ વાત કરતી મને કે બાપુજી કહેતા કે આ રમણ છે ને જરાક તોફાની છે. એટલે
Now it's secret
તમે
નંદુ જેવો હશે
એટલે તમે 14 વર્ષના હતા ત્યારે શું કર્યું તમે અહીંયા?
હવે
મોટા ભાઈ તો હતા, બરાબર છે?
Yeah, મોટા ભાઈ.
મોટા ભાઈ નાના ભાઈને સાચવતા,
Yeah, નાના
બરાબર છે? એટલે નાનો ભાઈ શું કરતો?
નાનો ભાઈ હરણ
મને
નકામો હતો. ક્યારે આવ્યો ત્યારે આઈ મીન મને ઇંગ્લિશ કે અંગ્રેજી બોલતા આવડતું નહોતું, કંઈ નહીં હતું. જ્યારે અમે આવ્યા ત્યારે રહેલા આપણે ગાર્ડન પ્લોટ ગાર્ડન પ્લોટ વલ્લભભાઈના વ્યૂ પટેલ ઉમકા દાદા હા મગાબામાં
Yeah.
ત્યાં અમે રહેલા રાઈટ
Yeah.
ભાઈને હાથે that we landed there and we stayed but ત્યાં ઉમકા દાદા વલ્લભભાઈ એના એના પરિવાર એટલે છોકરાને બધા and ઉમકા દાદા used to do like used to have a small pickup જેવું હતું and used to sell vegetables and fruit and that and the place was where the Cleveland house is
Yeah.
and there was a
Hawking કરતા.
Hawking, yeah, that's right. That's it. And he was a very good, very, I mean, kind sort of person, but very tough. He was a short chap. I thought, you know, I mean, I should, he's out of my think point away. I should tell about my, you know, people whom I stayed with. I mean,
Yeah, I know,
they,
that's-
they
that's-
brought me. I
brought you up.
learned.
Yeah.
He was very strict, and he say, "You all के रमन के दिखरा तारे बनाना क्या एप्पल और बनाना मन खबर नहीं बनाना हूँ ने एप्पल हूँ मारे जो लोग नहीं आई मीन मारी जिंदगी में એટલે એમ કે આ તું ખા જે ખાવું હોય તમારાથી લઈ લે એમ કે હું But I have to take one banana or one apple and that's finish it. પછી then બીજું કોઈ નહીં હતું ત્યારે I used to કામવાળા હતા ને કાળા લોકો એની હતી એ લોકો ત્યારે it was June એટલે ઠંડી હવે એ લોકો ફાયર પેલું કરતા એટલે એની હાથે હું બેસી રહેતો બાજુમાં એ લોકોની હાથે પેલો પૂછ્યા આમ તમે જ આમ પેલું કર્યા કરતા that was my big
Your memory of that.
I remember.
So એટલે ભાઈ લોકો કામે
કામ આપણે બાપુજી ભાઈ and then he said કે when he went to India he told વલ્લભભાઈ આપણે અમારા
Yeah.
યુ પટેલ કે હું પાછો આવું ત્યારે મારે નોકરી નથી કરવી I want to so વલ્લભભાઈ found a shop in વલ્લભભાઈ in view આપણે ચાટુ રોડમાં
Charter Road, yeah.
આપણે we were
Yeah.
when, and then he started business there. He opened the shop and started business. Right now, in the meantime, Bashi started right.
તમે શું કરતા ત્યાં
અત્યારે હું પછી ના and we from there we moved and stayed behind the shop in one room. Bhabhi, Bhai and three of us in one room, right? We stayed there, everything. In the meantime, ત્યાંથી મને I was admitted to સ્કૂલમાં મને દાખલ કર્યો આપણે ગવર્મેન્ટ
Asiatic
એશિયા ચાટોના આ બાજુ ત્યાં ગવર્મેન્ટ એશિયા
Yeah, around the corner.
across the street,
Yeah.
across the road.
Yeah.
Now મને they put me in standard 2
Okay.
because of my age.
Right.
હવે એજમાં હવે મને અંગ્રેજી કંઈ સમજ એટલે બેન હતી જયા કહીને દયા ખાધી કે દયા તુયાની છોકરી
Yeah, Jaya.
જયા
Yeah.
જયા રાઈટ
Dad Khadi is what?
ડોટર
Daughter.
But you found this.
બચુ
Sisters.
બચુ સિસ્ટર
Yeah.
બચુ
Yeah,
સિસ્ટર
yeah, yeah.
બચુ
Okay.
સિસ્ટર યા
There's what's it? Playtime.
No. Deepak and Prakash.
Yeah. What was the
Oh,
company
there.
called?
Elite.
Elite Textiles. Yeah.
હા
They ભણાવતી.
એ ના એ મને મદદ કરતી
Oh, she was
with me in standard 2
All right.
standard માં હવે એ મને બધું કરી દે કે ભાઈ કેમ કે એ બાજુમાં જ હાથે જ અમે બેઠા
Yeah. Okay.
હવે ડરે છે કે આ પેલું કરે આમ બોલતો છે આમ કે આનો અર્થ આમ થાય. આપણે હા કર્યા બીજું કર્યા મને કે હા મને સમજ પડી મૂકો યા પછી that's that how I carried on પણ મેથેમેટિક્સ જો હતું ત્યારે પેલો બોર્ડ પર લખે I got the answer. Very good. But I'm not finished yet. I'm okay. Hello, my
Teacher.
teacher okay, not finished. Okay, answer this time. Yeah, right. To પછી ત્યારે before he could finish everything. Then later, now that's how I carried on. I'm studying and then. And at the later stage, પછી તો in the પછી we shifted from there to Shino Estate where we, you know, Morar building, you know, આપણે નતું Dhanpat Morar and his brother Parsotam Morar's
Yeah,
One of Chinoy and Chata.
Chino and Chata.
Yeah.
તેમાં પાછું રૂમ હતા.
Property હજુ એમની છે.
હજુ એમની છે ને? Yeah. So we used to stay in one of those two, there were 2 rooms.
Okay.
That's where we stayed. And in the meantime, while we were there, Ismail Mangera Kaka, and I know Puro Ismail and Chotu, because Chotu આપણે લાલાભાઈ, Chotu Lala. They didn't આપણે mathematics એ લોકોને નહીં પેલું આપતો, એટલે used to come to me, એટલે આજે જો ભાઈ આવે ને, I used to,
તમે ભણાવો.
guide them, કે ભાઈ આમ છે, right. Those are the, પછી તે
કેટલી ચોપડી ભણેલા? સ્ટેન્ડર્ડ 2 to સ્ટેન્ડર્ડ 5?
સ્ટેન્ડર્ડ પછી સ્ટેન્ડર્ડ 4 પછી ત્યારે જો ને મને જેગસ, મનિકમ, બેબા, નાયડુ ખરા was headmaster.
Yeah.
નાયડુ પછી Esbag or somebody, I think there was a lady also, colored lady also. એ બધા મારા હતા 7 standard 7 એવું something હતું એવું કંઈ હતું જાગસ. I think Jagas was my last teacher, I think. Then પછી then secondary school માટે ભાઈ મને આપણે ખરા. Before that also, after that, they wanted to send me to Bubuleo. Bubuleo અમારી પાસે સગવડની હતી to go to Baramgi.
Yeah, Paramgi was the high school.
High school there, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yes,
That
to
was the
send
only
me.
high school you could go to. That was the only high school you could go to.
Go to Baramgi. પણ હતી આપણે ક્વેકમાં હતી પેલી
Marist.
marriage સાથે. But I mean, we had no, capacity or, we had no fun to go there. And then we started at Moffat, from Moffat secondary, Moffat school up there. Majma પછી તો after that, Moffat school I think moved to Arcadia.
Yeah.
Where this school was, where there we started as a secondary school, Upper Top, it was called Upper Top.
Yeah.
Upper
Yeah,
Top,
in
right.
Essex, yeah.
Ah,
So
Upper
you
Top.
did secondary school.
No, that is we started.
Yeah.
Where there I took up like business, business studies and that. Like typing, bookkeeping and that sort of thing. And I took bookkeeping and that thing, and plus other subjects,
Okay.
geography, English and that. But તેમાં we had, I think, Stuart કે કોણ હતો headmaster, if I'm not mistaken. કે મને Pathar also was, Mr. Pathar also was there, I think. અને પછી બીજી what 3 or 4 white ladies, I think, white teachers.
The same time, the Dalpat Gandabai પણ એ સ્કૂલમાં.
Yeah, I got a photo of them.
Oh, is it?
I got I don't ઘણા છે
Yeah.
ત્યારે now હવે તેમાં પછી એમાં બધું હવે how I came to mix up with all the colors, I'll tell you. બધે
Mixed up with what?
colors.
Is the
Oh.
colours.
I mixed up.
Magnolia,
This is not a Nandut one.
You see, now એટલે હવે now તેમાં ભગુ આપણે ભગુભાઈ આપણે ભગુ રામચંદ્ર તારા હતા આપણે ભગુ ડાયા ભગુ એ તમારી બાજુમાં જ તેમાં ભીખુભાઈ રાઈટ ને આ બાજુ રામચંદ્ર આપણે હતા. હવે ત્યારે આઈ થિંક ભગુ કરીને ત્યારે હતો તમારી સાથે ભગુ દયાભાઈ હી વોઝ ફ્રોમ આઈ થિંક
Zambia?
Zambia or somewhere. Later he married Amrat's sister. Amrat Bonzo and his sister Parvati. Yeah, no, he married her. That હવે એ હતો પછી ઝવેર હતો ઝવેર આપણે ઝવેર પછી
સેટી
ઝેડી બીજા
Natusha.
Natusha was different. Natusha was also, but he was in different class.
Natubai same age as you.
Natubai, okay, Natu also came into Rhodesia in 1949 with me.
Oh,
He
okay.
came one month later. I came June. He came in July. Yeah,
Okay.
Natu, and that's how. Just to go to him, he used to come to my station પર રહેતા. હવે સ્ટેશન પર રહેતા ત્યારે અમે દુકાનની પાછળ ત્યારે વિન્ડો I mean I had something nothing શનિ રવિવારે તો અમે હું I didn't know anybody. મને તો ઓળખતા જ નહીં હતો એટલે દુકાનમાં જ અથવા તો બહાર ત્યાં જોડતા આમ. હવે ત્યારે વિન્ડોને એવું કરતો ત્યારે એવું આવતો હાથે હાથે. So I didn't know one time and Bobby had good kebabs, you see. So I offered him, Mukwari kebab I didn't know him, but વાણિયા એટલે પેલી ખાઈ નહીં જાય એવું નહીં ખાતે, you see it.
તે ભાવેલું
No. But then we came, Chittabadu, he had everything, and I knew Kekapaya, so I kept away, then when he saw after Terek Kokola came, Pita,
So Ramakaka, after high school,
yeah.
you went back to India to get married?
Yeah, wait.
And then you came back?
No, after high school, I tried. When I was there, I was coming to that all that.
The colored friends.
The colored friends, right?
Oh,
All colored friends.
Yes.
So well, in that school, they made two houses, Progress House and Perseverance House, right? And I became was captain of one of the colored. Now in my team, were all colored.
and you were the captain.
I was the captain.
Okay. The other two was Indian.
India, all the Hindus, Indians, but Bagu and all them, you see all this. So when you used to play soccer, I used to give them lessons, you see. When you used to play cricket, but we played cricket. Never gave in. My colors, I told him, you bowl like this, man, don't worry.
Okay.
So I knew all the colors. And one time, what happened is this. They wanted to hit Natusha, right? So, we are Muko, and there was Freddy Hickey Karine. Hickey.
Yeah.
Hickey chap wanted to hit Natusha. Because Natusha was, he never used to give up. He used to argue, And this fellow didn't like it, you see. So, wait for 1 o'clock, at that time, right, so I called chap called Gatsi, Gatsi Karine, colored chap, Very good. Gatsi Hara, this bloody fellows want to fight, man, come on. You better be with me. So when they were 1 o'clock, they got together. So I went, you fellas, I don't think you should fight. I told her, well, he said, I want to hit this bastard. All right. Hold on. I got it. and then they seen Gatsi behind me, you see.
Yeah.
Gatsi was just looking. So they knew Gatsi. Gatsi could eat everybody, you see. And they stopped. That was why I think that time Natusha would have been
मार खाते.
Mar khate. You know, that was one of those
Yeah,
incidents, you know, I mean, I
Remember,
remember.
yeah.
I remember.
રમણભાઈ, હવે તમારો પછી મણિભાઈનો અને હરિભાઈનો સોસાયટી સાથે અનુભવની વાત કરો.
Yeah, okay.
તમને ક્યારે ખબર પડી કે સોસાયટી છે, સોસાયટી શું કરે છે, તે અનુભવનો વાત કરો.
You can start with Hari Kaka first.
Yeah, try now.
You can start with Hari.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
By what is reading, you know, he was not educated, first of all.
But he was very well read.
Very well, you know, this is the thing.
He was very well
Now,
read.
he was interested in reading, I mean, he used to get anything of it. And then he became member, I don't know when he became member of the society, but then because of that reading, he joined library. Bharat Library, that's right. Bharat Library, then he was one of the then he was in charge of that, I think. He took over running of the library. And then he used to get books and everything, right? And mostly, and sometimes he never worried about the shop, you know. Even sometimes when he used to in the shop, he used to read only. He didn't know about that, you see. That's how it was. But then, because of his thing, I think he was interested in running of the, took interest in societies of, besides library, besides library, the running of the society, how it was then. And then, what happened here?
But then wasn't he then elected as secretary?
No,
Okay.
that later on.
Much later.
Much later, yeah.
In the beginning, I was just a committee member.
Come, yeah,
Member.
you know, he was,
1950s, man.
yeah, he was, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would know, he would know about
Yeah,
it.
he was on one of the first was, I think, when they had the Silver Jubilee,
Yeah.
1952 or
He
53.
used to call them counselors.
He was a counselor.
Yeah.
He was a counselor. There's a photo of him
Ah.
here as a counselor.
Mm.
Yeah.
When that's the time when Just by was on the exec, then his father was there as well.
Whose
So-
father?
Just by.
Just by his father.
Just by Babulan's.
Babulal Kaka.
Babulal Kaka,
Yeah.
yeah. Mm.
Yeah.
So there was like an executive and then there was like councillors.
Well,
The
they
members
never
were
know-
called
they weren't
councillors.
No, I think the councillors were considered to be committee members.
Committee members,
Yeah,
that's
okay,
right,
okay,
yeah.
then.
Yeah, they were
Yeah.
not known as executive committee. It was just a council.
Councillors,
Councillors.
okay.
Yeah.
Is
So
that
around early 1950s, he probably started getting more and more into
That's
society.
right, yeah, around, yeah.
I think that time the councillors and even the staff were like all one together.
Oh, okay.
They worked together.
Yeah.
And then
So like there was
Manipali came
executive
later.
and then
He started.
councillor.
Councillors, like Monikaka was the secretary of society, but he was not in the exec
Oh.
at that time.
Oh
He
yeah,
was
yeah.
the secretary.
Like secretary.
You know, like that.
Yeah, that happened later on.
Yes, later on.
Later on, yeah.
But yeah, so you worked as a he was a councillor.
Yeah,
You worked with the committee. there.
That's right,
The
yeah.
old Balukaka.
Yeah, all that, I think, Amrit Bhai also was treasurer,
That is 1968.
something like that.
1968, when they had the centenary year, 68, 69.
69, that, yeah,
AB
69.
Amarkaka was treasurer.
Yeah,
A.B. Lakshman.
No.
yeah.
No.
Maybe his
A.B.
uncle.
Bhagat
A.B. Bhagat,
was
okay.
was treasurer.
I got one of the centenary photo of him.
Yeah, there's a photo.
Yeah, I got one, yeah.
I sent it to.
Yeah,
Yeah, this one, yeah.
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 Centenary thing, yeah.
Yeah, we got this one.
Yeah,
This is the one we got.
Yeah,
that's
that's
one.
in Harika
Oh, yeah,
was
bus,
secretary there.
Yeah.
Of the executive.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Society.
In 19?
That's Manibhai Moore
68.
sitting next to you.
Yeah.
Manibhai, આપણા
Manibhai
master.
Manibhai Naik.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that.
And that was
That's another
very,
story.
that was,
Jain Popo's dad.
Oh, he.
Morarji Kaka.
Moraji Kaka.
Moraji.
but,
Oh, right. Okay.
you know, those were very interesting days,
So
man.
1950s માં પછી તમે સ્કૂલ છોડીને પછી you were in the shop
Yeah, I was in the shop.
from that time.
Yeah.
You got married, came back, you were
No.
in the shop.
He was in the shop. But he just wanted to tell you about an incident, like how he used to તમે પેલા વિંડા કરતા તે વખતમાં તો you know you
Yeah.
don't get these display things. He used to do all the windows,
Yeah.
watch the Easter parade go by.
Oh.
You know, those were all his memories for that,
Memories.
right?
And I remember
But
Then
she-
તમે used to do windows for other people.
Nah,
No,
for
my
that-
own
Your
windows.
shop.
And I used to do also, you know, Vashi, Chagan by Vashi,
Yeah.
used to call me to do his windows.
Yeah.
Vashi.
એ તો તમે
But
પેલી
that-
ટિકિટ લગતા તે તો મને હજુ યાદ
So,
Yeah, right?
You
I still
love
remember
it.
that.
Yeah, no, the orange ones, the green
પછી
ones.
paint brush and
My
Yeah.
God, yeah.
How do hey, you remember, eh?
Yeah.
That's good. But that was the shop then,
Yeah,
wasn't
that
it?
was shop, yeah.
Yeah.
Then, now I can't
Now,
believe
okay.
it.
Right. Okay, but do you want to hear about his then, like,
No, Kaka finished.
Kaka.
Kaka
But
did
all together,
not-
all
okay,
together.
but
We-
તમે,
You can mix it up. Doesn't
yeah,
matter.
but તમે પછી, તમે એમ નહીં કહેતા કે then you used to go to the મંદિર. તમે
Oh,
મંદિર
no,
જતા
that
દોલત
is,
કાકા સાથે.
that મંદિરમાં તમે જ્યારે every Saturdays we used to go to મંદિર. એમાં દોલત ચૌહાણ આપણે દોલત
ચૌહાણ, yeah.
દોલત પછી જીવણભાઈ સવાનિયા.
Yeah.
And then three of us used to get every Saturday there. Yeah, the Jivanbhai tablachi, Daulat harmonium, and I'm singer. Daulat also singer. But I used to sit
એટલે ભજન ગાતા.
bhajan. Three of us, sometimes about 12 o'clock also. આપણે મંદિર કેમ કે open, you see, ત્યારે તો we had no problem મંદિરમાં. પેલા તો પાછળ જ રહેતા ને I think Chino Street.
ના, પણ પેલા
No, Cameron Street. Cameron Street મંદિર.
Cameron Street Temple.
Yeah.
Cameron Street temple.
Yeah,
But
તમે
I-
Chino Street.
પાછળ આપણે
From the
રહેતો જ ને
70s.
આપણે માસ્ટર રહેતા, you know,
Oh, yeah.
in that room.
Yeah, પેલા રૂમમાં પેલા teachers used to
Teacher
stay.
Yeah.
stay there.
પણ ત્યારે તમે ભજન ને બધું કરતા.
Yeah.
This is before even Hindu bhajan mandir
Yeah.
started.
Before that,
Long
that is
before,
yeah.
long before that.
Okay, so you had an informal bhajan. The 3-4 of you used to do bhajans
Yeah.
every Saturday.
Every
till
Saturday,
then.
every Saturday.
So
પછી
you are very religious from those days.
no, that I mean religious માં હવે religious માં
not
It was
religious,
fun.
just like the
It was
Vajra.
fun.
Yeah.
બરાબર છે, મજા આવતી.
You know, before that era, while I was at Mandir, Mukhya Sara, when I was about 10, 11,
Yeah.
I used to sing. They master, हमारा master हुआ था करा. हमारा master हुआ था, I'll tell you one. हमारा master था खंडूभाई કરીને, લલ્લુભાઈ કરીને, and લલ્લુભાઈ, another one લલ્લુભાઈ. These two were from Hasapur, and the one was from Nagdara, which is a little bit far away from our house, Mandir. I was told, I was chosen to sing every morning on the Choganma,
Courtyard.
I sing Prarthana
પ્રાર્થના કરતા.
and Ekad Bhajan. I was one of them with my friend Chotu Karene. Every morning.
This is
That
in
was-
India, huh?
Have you heard him sing?
No, but this
He's
is
got a
in
good
India.
voice. He's got a
I've
very
heard
good
him
voice.
sing when he used to be bhajan mandar. Took him a long
Very
time.
good
Yeah.
voice.
So
That's
that is my about 10, 11 I was told. Every morning I must. And I had to be there before that Prarthana starts.
But so that's why there was an interest in singing bhajans. You know, the three of
Yeah,
them
that
at the
group,
mandir. And in those days, the mandir was open, so they used to just go and sit.
Yeah.
And he said, like, people would come and listen sometimes.
Yeah, then.
And
yeah.
then what happened? I mean, I found
And
this
then
interesting.
afterwards, then Natu German comes in our thing. He came and we from the Hindu youth club.
Youth club.
Youth
Yes.
club, yeah. We formed that. And because Natu German, Natu was the founder, he had the idea behind everything.
Yeah, because
And
there
then,
wasn't much things to do for young people.
Yeah.
So they started.
that's right, yeah.
You
So,
started the youth league.
youth league, youth now, our youth club, there are, I think about 8 or 10 of, I think, we found Ronia Industries
After that.
after that.
Yeah.
While,
So while you were in the youth club
Yeah.
also, this is also from Dayaka Kalala.
yeah,
Yeah.
You people, the society was not keen to give you people places to
that,
do anything.
That's
And then
right.
what happened was that my Amakaka, you people used to started playing table tennis and all that in our basement.
Yeah, in your
office.
Piku
where
Bai.
is that, I got, I got that.
Yeah, Tomiko.
Yeah,
Tombaji.
in the
I
basement.
need
They used to
that.
No, no,
play,
one thing is
they
that
used to
I
play
just
table
want to show-
tennis. They used to get together because there was no way for these young people to
Yeah.
get together.
Yeah.
The society officials were too conservative and
Yeah.
they said that you don't need, they thought that if that youth get together they'll get up to mischief.
Yeah.
But the Gujarati school had open grounds, right, at that time in Cameron Street.
Yes, there was.
So why was that, why were the kids not allowed?
Because
to-
the officials of the society were very conservative.
Conservative.
They were not happy that these guys formed a youth league because this
Yeah.
youth league was basically to give the young people, teens, early adults something to do. So that's where they started that. This is way before even Salisbury Hindu Youth League started. So they used to do that, and even Kaka said they tried to do some sort of activities as well, social and welfare type of work
Yeah.
as well.
They used to help for
Yeah.
all the Hindu functions,
Yeah.
Diwali
That's right.
functions,
Everything.
all sporting
Everything.
competitions.
Yeah.
That's what they did.
And-
Like that 8-member, they started all this.
And when we
They-
started, Biku
Oh,
Bai's
he's
building.
in the factory.
In
no?
At the back.
Yeah.
એટલે were the people in charge of the society too conservative or તમે તોફાની હતા?
No. We were very decent people. Very obedient people also. I mean, we would respect the elders. We never had that time. We were very obedient and respected.
But they organized a lot of things.
Very organized.
Yeah.
And then what happened that કોણ આવેલું કોણ તે વખતમાં કોણ ચેરમેન હતું?
No,
JB
big, no. At that time, see when
Oh,
Premji
Vicky
Kaka,
Patel.
Ramji Kaka was president.
Premji Kaka was, and with JB, I think they
Manoj
came
is
while,
his grandfather.
in the Bikubai building
Yeah.
at the back.
Yeah.
Manoj is
They
from
came.
grandfather.
Yeah. They came because you were doing everything. તમે કે તમે why એમ કે આ બધું તમે કરતા છે એમ કે પણ અમે why ને એ with this you don't know he used to smoke cigarette
Pipe.
pipe
Yeah.
with this pipe આમાં કરીને talking like no I mean no Premji Kaka પહેલા તમે એમ કે બહુ મોટા થઈ ગયા એમ કે I think he started something like that
Yeah.
બહુ મોટા થઈ ગયા એમ કે હવે તો એમ કે એમને કરો એમ કે તમે એમ કે સોસાયટીમાં એમ કે મેમ્બર થઈ જાઓ ને બધા એમ કે ને બધું આ તમે જે કરતા છે તમે બધું લઈ લેજો પછી એમ કે સોસાયટીમાં
Okay.
વોટ યુ ડુઈંગ એમ કે
Yeah.
ડુ ઇટ
The society.
under the society and we all became members of the society
Okay, so this is right.
and we took over all the responsibility
Okay.
that's how it came.
And then, but even the Bhajan Mandal
Yeah.
became, your youth Bhajan
No,
Mandal
you see,
became-
the Bhajan Mandal was under the youth league, youth club.
Okay.
Salisbury Hindu Bhajan Mandal નામ હતું Salisbury Salisbury no Hindu youth club Bhajan Mandal that was I think my name of the Bhajan Mandal Hindu
ત્યારે
youth club.
તમે જ હતા ભજન
Sorry?
મંડળમાં, બીજું કોઈ ભજન મંડળ નહીં હતું?
Sorry.
એક જ ભજન મંડળ હતું?
એક જ હતો.
તમે જ.
It was one only. Hindu Youth Club Bhajan Mandal. I
Yeah,
think it was
Hindu
right.
Youth Club Bhajan
Bhajan.
Mandal, yeah.
પછી then when we joined, we just called it Hindu Bhajan Mandal. When we
We
became
became members of the
members of this society. That was that.
And that youth club was dissolved, ne?
Then પછી youth club was sort of
ત્યારે youth club તો mainly
We started again.
huh?
the youth club was mainly men,
Usuri Khanan.
પુરુષ લોકો ને
Sorry,
તમે જ્યારે
Yes.
but Purush, Badda, there were no ladies.
Okay. એટલે પછી તમે you joined into the society and then you continued your work એટલે તમે જે બધું
Yeah.
Service.
services ને બધું કરતા
કરતા.
ભજન ને બધું and
That's right. Yeah.
So-
And Bhajan Mandal now like it came Hindu Bhajan Mandal.
Hindu Bhajan
Bas,
So Ramanbhai, would you say that you were the founder of the Hindu Bhajan Mandal?
yeah, definitely.
Founding members, you
Yeah.
think?
Yeah.
I'll say that.
Yeah, under Salisbury Hindu Youth League Bhajan Mandal, the founders,
Youth
Yeah.
League ni.
Founding
Youth
member.
Club.
youth club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They became Hindu Bhajan Mandal, which you were the founders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Because if I think
Yeah.
about it, the three of them started and then people would come to the mandir.
Correct. Yeah.
અને પછી એ લોકો બી બધાના ઘરે પણ
You
જતા.
see, like this is important to record.
Yeah,
You see,
yeah.
like,
It was for
we're
me, it
looking
was
back to
lovely.
see when did the Hindu Bhajan Mandal
Yeah,
start,
start.
what was it,
Yeah.
who was it. So this
Yeah.
is now a factual thing.
Yeah.
હવે તમે મેમ્બર થયા સોસાયટીના, રાઈટ? પછી તમે બીજું બધું તમે બધું સોશિયલ વેલફેર જેવું કરતા, what
Yeah.
work did you
Social welfare માં તો પછી you see after Bhai passed away and
No. એ પહેલા તમે
Way before.
એ પહેલા તો તમે
no I was
Bhai
elected one
functions.
time. I was elected also on the committee.
ના પણ એ તો પછી બાજી
પછી
તમે એ પૂછતા છે કે ત્યારે you know when you were with this youth with the now
Hindu
member
Bhajan Mandal.
તમે લોકો દિવાળી ફંક્શન્સ ઓર્ગેનાઇઝ કરતા પછી પેલા મગન મેયર જેક્સન કાકા
oh yeah,
I mean,
youth
Praveen
member, you
Kaka
see when
used to do all that.
the youth club had we were affiliated to all the youth clubs of
Yeah.
in
The white clubs.
the white,
Clubs.
even whites and blacks and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
There was I think one black youth club there was I think if I remember one, but they didn't take any they
Yeah.
just washed away. They were washed away. But we remained with the all the white clubs,
Yeah.
and then there was something there was a function that you have to be a youth member, youth okay, mayor, youth mayor or something.
Junior mayor.
Junior mayor.
Oh.
And from that, Praveen Jackson was elected because you could, Praveen Jackson could dance with the white,
Yeah.
and the organizer was Namhu, and he had two beautiful daughters. I'll tell you, daughters, and and she danced with
Praveen.
Praveen,
Mm.
and they were chosen youth mayor
Junior
and youth
mayor,
mayor.
mayoress. Okay.
Yeah, Praveen Jackson, and he went to also London.
Bonham.
They were invited. No,
Oh, to
they
invite
invited
Okay.
by the
Oh,
Queen.
as the mayor and junior,
Yeah,
as the
as
junior
a
mayor.
Queen.
Okay.
But તમે લોકો you pull assisted in getting him. And I think
I
in this election, whatever
Yeah.
they did all those things, just to
Yeah.
get them to
Yeah.
that position.
હવે એ વખતમાં તમે વાર તહેવાર કેવી રીતે ઉજવતા?
હવે જ્યારે વાર તહેવાર હવે હું તો નહીં કરતો, હું તમને કહું I'll be honest with you. I used to પણ વાર તહેવાર આવે ત્યારે કે આ દિવસ છે આમને 11 ને બધું ઘણી તો બધું we had everything કે હવે in the meantime youth club ના ભજન મંડળનું હતું ને, we used to have it in Rhodesia Herald. Yes, today
Advertise.
bhajan is at this hospital.
Oh.
Oh, you used to advertise.
No, they used to have everything in the column, that
They had a column of
they had a
activities.
column,
Oh, okay.
activities, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So what that used to be there,
Okay.
every Saturday.
એનું કઈ કટિંગ છે તમારી પાસે?
Even નથી પાઈ
નહીં?
નથી, નહીં.
Okay.
I had
તે
that.
ભજન કા રાખતા?
એટલે every that used to invite us everywhere.
ઘરે ઘરે.
ઘરે.
અચ્છા.
Yeah.
પણ કેમ why was it in the Rhodesian Herald? એટલે બધાને એમ
એટલે
જણાવવા
હું
ખાતર?
જાણે કે કોઈ નહીં જાણે તો પેલો હેરોલમાં જોઈ કે આ ડબ્બા.
They used to have a column of social activities. Like churches, whatever. It was not an advert. It was actual a note, like a notice.
There's a
Activities
Bhajan
notice.
Nice to search the microfiches and get a couple of those.
Like even churches, church service or whatever.
Right.
So this was Hindu Bhajan Mandal having bhajans at this place at this time.
But you mean like because I'm just thinking of Hindu bhajans. So it was like white activities, Hindu activities.
Yeah, they used
In the
Everything,
Rhodesian
yes.
Herald.
Yeah,
It's
they used to
interesting,
put-
huh?
They used to put
Yeah,
that.
interesting.
Yeah.
Really, like we don't have it there right now.
Yeah, I
So
In many ways, we've gone backwards.
yeah,
In many
yeah,
ways.
absolutely.
Those early days, 50s and 60s days, there was no issue about that. Even like when they used to have, you know, like when they had that Gandhiji's ashes, and
Yeah.
it was a major, it was a national thing, you know.
Really?
Yeah, because they, you know, they arranged an escort from the railways, you know, and the
In
procession.
1948.
1948.
Eight.
Yeah.
Oh yes, correct.
But
Did I tell you about 1948?
Yeah, you didn't
No,
tell him.
Kyo.
about
That time, when yeah, I was kid, isn't it? At that time,
But
I was,
yes,
you know, I was India this month.
Yeah.
ત્યારે 1948 when ગાંધીજી પછી એટલે 12મું 13મું હતું ને, they used to એનું ભજન દાંડીમાં રાખેલા, દાંડી, right, huh?
Okay.
હવે that time હું ત્યાં 13 વર્ષનો. હવે my કાકાના છોકરાને બધા they were very interested in this bhajans and that,
Yeah.
very interested. And બીજું કામ કરે. In the meantime also હું તમને કેમ cut the thing. They were also before in 1930s, Rama, my brother Manibhai also was involved. They wanted to, you know, disrupt the management of the British rule.
Yeah.
And એ લોકો બધે જ આમ how to disrupt, એટલે ગમે તેમ કંઈક ધાંધા કરી.
સત્યાગ્રહમાં ભાગ લીધો.
Yeah, like terrorists, you know,
Yeah.
said, yeah. હવે one time they wanted to blow up my bridge. There was a bridge વેડસાથી નવસારી જાય ત્યાં લોણાવાળા પુલ આવતો છે bridge. They wanted to blow that up. They wanted to blow it up. હવે લોકો ગયા, હવે બાજુમાં અમારો વાળો, you know, અમારી જમીન છે, એટલે anything comes, they just go and hide there or something, you know. હવે they were believing, પછી they were thinking, and they had everything ready. પછી આમાં તો પેશન્ટ આપણા જાય તો બધા જ આપણાવાળા જ પાછા, એનો આપણા ગામડાવાળા બાજુવાળા, એમાં જ પેલું થાય તો એ લોકો કદાચ મરી જાય.
Yeah.
So what they did, they lighted the damn thing and they threw it in the ખાડી, એટલે ખાડીમાં પાણી, ખાડીમાં નાખી દીધો બોમ્બ. એનો વિચાર છેલ્લી ઘડી હોય વિચાર આવ્યો હોય બધા મણિભાઈનું બધાની he was involved, one of them was મણિકાકા also was there.
ના પણ પછી તમે
Then
કહ્યું
પછી,
ને તમે
and
13
they used to
વર્ષના-
hide the gun in આંબાવાડીમાં. To take gum out of that, nobody would come to Tawad. In 1949, પછી I went there, દાંડી થી અમે about maybe 20-30 kilometers, ખબર નહીં ત્યાંથી ચાલતા રાતના આવીશું. And we had bhajan, we had food, they served us food, and whole night. The next morning, when they want to throw the ashes into the, you know, it was a wonderful scene. I mean, I think the sea was waiting for the ashes to, like, you know, something. And as soon as the ashes were thrown into the water, swept it away there. It looks like, you know, the scene.
The wave.
Wave.
Jaramas.
Yeah,
Remember all that.
That's right. And the whole, you know, coast full of people, I mean, thousands of
Thousands of them.
in that incident.
રમણભાઈ, હરિભાઈ ને મણિભાઈનું ઇન્વોલ્વમેન્ટ સોસાયટીમાં,
Yeah.
તેમાં તમને જે કંઈ ઇન્સિડન્ટ યાદ હોય, yeah, that you feel we should know about, you can tell. હું છે ને જ્યારે સોસાયટીમાં જોઈન થયો ને ત્યારે મણિભાઈ was already there, and ત્યારે તો કોમ્પ્યુટર પણ નહીં હતા,
નહીં.
nothing was computerized, nothing. And the first time I went into Manibhai's office, it was chaotic.
Yeah.
Things are everywhere.
Yeah.
But you ask him for something, he finds it within a second. Right?
Manibhai Naik.
No,
આપણા મણિભાઈ, હા.
Yeah,
Apra
Apra
Manibhai.
Manibhai. And he used to handle just about everything at the society.
That's right.
Right? And when Manibhai passed away, he left quite a large hole in the
Yeah.
society. Because only he knew where everything was.
Yeah.
Right? So he was very heavily involved
Yeah.
in the society, and he used to run everything manually as well. Okay? So whatever you remember about Aribai's involvement with society and Manibhai's involvement with the society, anything, even if it's funny, even if it's serious, please tell me.
Marikaka was more at the Cameron Street time, right?
Yeah.
And I think
Yeah,
Marikaka
Marikaka was
more
there.
At Riju.
Review.
Yeah.
Riju.
Yeah.
After that,
No, you know what before that, if you want to know about the Bhajan Sammelan also,
Oh,
like
yeah.
just seeing that we want to
Yeah,
carry that
yeah.
Samasta Bhajan.
The first
Yeah.
Sammelan.
Now,
Yeah.
I want you, right, Bhajan, we used to get
Just
together,
finish
Yeah.
that.
and then Guero invited us, by our Bhajan, Indian Bhajan. कहते आओ जो, and at the same time he has invited, आधे लोगों ट्वेकेनो बना ट्वेकेन बाजूमा, then હવે વિચાર કર્યો કે આજ કે આપણે ભજન પેલું રાખીએ કે એને સંમેલનની આપણે સમસ્ત ભજન મંડળ we get all the bhajan groups from all
Together, yeah.
together, from all
All
centers.
All centers.
Centers, yeah. And then decided, and we sort of we got and we thought we might as well do that, and then we sort of formed up then we invited we other centers, like you Mutar, Guero, and then that's how we, on that, I think and I think that day, I think, was the, we formed, sort of, there was
You decide.
they decided, our decision was made.
At
Something.
that Guero,
પણ તમારા
Yeah.
વખતે અહીંયા આપણે હરાની વાત કરું છું. Was it only one Bhajan Mandir or there were like
It was, at that time, it was only one.
one? Yeah,
It
okay,
was
fine.
only one.
And
Afterwards,
after that, the
after-
Avdut started.
પછી આપણે પુષ્પાંજલિને બધું એ લોકો
Yeah, Pushpanjali was later.
Yeah, later.
But I know this Avdut Bhajan Mandir.
અવધૂત અનુભવ હું તમને કેમ પછી એવું તો કે that why you go, that's how there was split, I tell you. Yeah. હવે now
પેલું હિન્દુ સમસ્ત ભજન તમે
Sammelan.
પછી
હવે then,
સંમેલન.
and then first Sammelan was held, if I'm not mistaken, in Ambuma.
Yes, correct.
Ambuma.
Correct. Right.
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 Okay.
Like in 2017, when we had that Sammelan in Harare,
Mhm.
we announced that Avoma was the first.
First, yeah.
So what year was that, Kaka?
They gave me the
I
year
got
also.
the date also. I got.
They gave me the date also. Yeah.
I got the date and everything.
Okay.
Yeah. Ambuma, I think.
it was, I know it was probably sometime in the 60s, because that's the time
Alfano
Morar Kaka
Film.
was in Chatsworth.
Yeah,
He
Morar
was
Kaka.
the main initiator.
Alfana from Shadababi knows the date.
Yeah.
Shadababi and Praveen BC also knows.
Province એને ખબર
Right, correct.
એકમ કે એવો હતા અંબુમાન ને
Ah.
It must have been before 61, maybe 1960, because they even went to Malawi and Blantyre. They chartered a plane.
Oh yeah, that's right.
With
Sorry,
the
in the
Mela-
meantime, we went to Malawi twice.
What was the Mahila Bhajan?
No,
Yeah, one.
Mahila Bhajan Mandal also came with us.
Oh,
Mahila, lot of ladies came with us.
I came to the second one.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
With the first one, આપણે અમે
Money.
Blantyre માં હતું. પછી we went to
Lilongwe one I came.
ખરા લીલોંગ હા હતા.
Long.
I think તેમાં તો બધા all
એ વખતે અમે શિશુ
તને
મંદિર.
યાદ છે? તો 5 વર્ષનો હતો.
No, અમે પેલું no, this was the one we met with Ishwarbai ને બધા. Ishwarbai,
Oh, much later.
he taught us
To play that.
the manjiras and all.
Yeah.
That was very good, મંજીરા. હવે તે I'll tell you the funniest thing what હવે
Okay, but let's go backwards.
No, no.
We're talking about Samasta.
Yeah. No,
Sammelan.
but then the Sammelan, and then
Yeah.
I was just saying that
Then
just
then
to
it started
the
off
one what we had in like Malawi, what happened is that Lilongwe Magela ત્યારે we were put up at one of and he had bought brand new Mercedes. Tell you, he
something.
didn't even use it. From the garage, he came to give us. Say, take this, go around and get. That was brand new Mercedes. Mercedes માં અમે કોઈ દિવસ બહેલા નહીં કઈ નહીં એમ નવો ખબર નહીં. And એ લુવાનો છે, I think.
Okay.
And he used to do with medicine and that. And
નામ
I
યાદ
said,
છે? નામ યાદ છે?
નામ નહીં યાદ. પણ કોઈ નહીં ચાલ ભાઈ અમે તમે લઈ જાઓ ને અમને around the city કેમ કે we stayed today I think ખાલી એક વખત ભજન એક વખત એક વખત આમ ફરવાનું હોય છે. And,
Look,
આવતી વખતે બધા આવડા ત્યાંથી લેડીઝ બધે વાસણ ને એવું બધું લાવડા.
Really? Can you
It's
imagine?
village.
society ni માટે કે
No, for the
For
whole,
themselves.
for their own use.
Yeah.
and what happened is that also, Brian Jackson bought 12 bottles of whiskey.
Correct. I
Right?
remember him.
He,
Raman, I remember.
he gave all the
Whiskey
bottle to every ladies, you see. પછી બહાર નીકળ્યા એને પેલા એમ કે the checker, you know, the
Customer.
customer આવીને બધાને એક એક પાછી ટોઈન આપી દીધી. પેલાને કહ્યું એમ કે I bought 12 whiskeys એમ કે પેલાને કસ્ટમરને કહ્યું એણે I bought 12 whiskeys. Yes. She played. Okay, here. Who bought? All ladies. I'm thinking now home. Now that was very funny and very.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then now you must have.
And then Linogama, when we stayed, the house, I used to drink beer, you see, that time. Every room we stayed, they had bottle of whiskey, about 5-6 beers, brandy, and glasses. Every room we had, we slept the whole day, and a lot of them they drink. I mean, there was drinkers also, you see. They drank. That was. I can't believe I forget that one.
ಈಗ ಪೆಲ್ಲು ಸಮಸ್ತ ಭಜನ್ ಮಂದಿರ સમ્મેલન
Yeah.
અંબોમાં.
Omboma, that's right, yeah.
ને આપણું ઘરારેનું એક જ ભજન મંડળ હતું, બરાબર છે?
એક જ.
હિન્દુ
એક જ
ભજન
બધું
મંડળ.
કીધું, yeah.
Okay.
હવે આ અવધૂત પરિવાર શું થયો વેન અવધૂત મહારાજ કહ્યું ને અહીંયા આવડા ત્યાર પછી અવધૂત they were believers. I mean, I also used to go to Avdut.
લલ્લુ સર ને લલ્લુ
Avdut,
કાકા ને
yeah,
અમથા દાદા.
આપણે also જયંતિભાઈ ના આપણે જયંતિ આપણે મગનભાઈ
મગનભાઈ, yeah.
મગન મગન અમાયદાસ
Yeah,
એની મধ্যે જયંતિભાઈ પછી છોટુ માધવ
છોટું, yeah.
છોટુ માધવ યા ઓલ ધીસ એવું મારી હાથે બહુ ગુડ ફ્રેન્ડ હવે એ લોકોની હવે જરાક વાત તો મેં હવે એ લોકોની હવે દુકાન અહીંયા જ હતી ચાર રોડ અમારે અહીંયા છે આપણે આપણા ચાર એબકોન અને આ બાજુ પેલા સિલવાનું મકાન હતું તેમાં છોટું આપણે મગન અમાયદાસ ને જયંતિભાઈને હોલસેલ હતી સી હવે એવરી સન્ડેઝ અમે ભેગા થતા હવે હું અમારો પેલો હતો નિયમ જ હતો કે એવરી સન્ડે મસ્ટ ગો ટુ ધ શોપ એન્ડ ચેક અપ એન્ડ એવરીથિંગ ઓર ડુ વર્ક. હવે ક્યારેક થાય એટલે એ લોકો મને બોલાવતા છે એટલે આવી લાવવાનું એ લોકોની દુકાનમાં આવીને બહેને એ લોકો they used to have a little bit brandy and I used to have my beer.
Did you talk about that?
Yeah.
Okay. So, yes.
Well, that was the thing. Yeah.
Shame.
The next appointment, sir.
Yeah. You see, that is
It's just,
that was and those all those who came from northern Indonesia, all my friends. I made friendship with them, and they, you see, they also liked me as a as a companion. કેમ કે હું ગુજરાતીમાં એ લોકો બધા અંગ્રેજીમાં જ બધા વાત કરે અહીંયા બધા તો એક વખત છોટું હોય આપણે he said સારા બાપ દાદાની ભૂલી ગયો હોય એમ કે એટલે ગુજરાતીમાં વાત કરો એમ કે એટલે સારા એમ કે ગુજરાતીમાં બાપ દાદાની ભૂલી ગયો that's how they used to start and I like that you see કે હું ગુજરાતી that's how it I
then,
they
so,
know right.
now, so then he came, 11th of June you came, you went to India in February 1961,
Yeah.
then came back here, got married 11th of June 1961.
11th May.
11th of May. Okay, and you met your beautiful wife Rama, and who came from a Gambu Sarai, right? And then they were coming back to Rhodesia on the ship Karanja, right?
Yeah.
પણ એ લોકોથી તમે શું કહેતા હતા
Yeah.
કે they couldn't land in
No,
Baira.
and Byron,
Kan
because when
Goa,
Goan they were taken over.
Take
That.
over
Yeah.
Goa.
In
That's right.
1961, huh?
Yeah,
61.
60, that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
India
So they-
took over, invaded
Div
Goa.
Daman and Goa. Yeah.
Yeah.
They took over.
And Indian ships were Not allowed to
Talk at, yeah.
at Baira.
So
પછી
they-
કાં
પછી બી અમે મુંબાસા ઉતરેલા.
Mombasa.
એટલે મુંબાસામાં અમારા કાકા હતા.
હા.
એમને ત્યાં અમે, he was there. And his son is a doctor also. His both sons of three, all doctors they were America. They are in America. One has died, but my kaka passed away. And but he used to be in Mombasa, and that's where we stayed. From there we flew and we landed here on the 31st of December 1961. And who came to arrive? Indian Commissioner, Mr. Shetty, late Mr. Shetty. He received us at there. My brother and
Okay.
yeah.
And then you were saying after you were married, you were a member of the building committee.
No. When I took study now in the societies, is that I joined up there, but then they wanted me in the social welfare or something.
Social welfare.
But then there was a section, I think, building society, building section or something. There was
Building and
something like that.
properties.
Yeah?
Building a property.
Yeah, building, maintenance and everything.
Maintenance,
You look
yeah.
after the building.
Ah,
And I was in charge of that.
okay. In 60s.
You
After
know,
you
that
got
when
married.
I don't know what time.
After you got married and came back, or much later?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
After you were
afterwards,
married.
yeah.
or something, yeah.
I think, yeah.
So 1960s must
Must
be.
be
yeah?
63, 64.
You were in charge of.
Charge of,
looking
yeah, I
after-
look after
The
building,
cemetery.
all buildings, yeah.
Yeah.
And
But the
then-
cemetery, you said
You know, then I-
cemetery.
And the
I-
cemetery.
No, the cemetery is one, and I painted that buildings, They had one building only,
Yeah,
I had it painted.
the cemetery.
The cemetery, yeah.
Then he says in 1979, you were elected on the executive. You were
Now,
asked to.
I was elected on the executive, but because of my brother's health, I resigned. I said, no, I can't carry on.
Then you had to take responsibility.
Then that's
Okay.
how,
Of
that
the
was
ship.
my,
Which year is Erika passed on?
1980, yeah.
sorry,
Kaka passed away in
1981, he passed away.
81.
81. So 79, and then because he was thought
He had
I had to
cancer,
take him.
So quite a few years he was here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had
Yeah.
tongue cancer.
We had that tongue cancer, and when he was sick, I mean,
On his,
Ramanbhai
yeah, on his
going
deathbed.
by, Pachi and other co-executive members, I think. Yeah, I think it was Morarji Bhai also was. One of them was also Morarji Bhai Master also, I think. He came. He said, "We want to make you chairman,
Honorary
honorary
chairman.
chairman." He said. I said no. Well, he said no. I think I did my duty, and I don't think so. I want to be. And then he suggested, then take Manibhai, my brother.
Okay.
He knows. I know his ability, and he will serve the society.
Yeah.
And that's how
Manika.
Manika,
Got
yeah.
involved in society.
Then Manibhai
So,
started running.
That's early 80s.
Yeah. That's how Manibhai came into society.
Just after Rika got sick and
No,
that
and he died.
Fine, then
After
then
81, he passed away. You see.
Yeah.
Then Manibhai came
Mm.
in the thing.
Rika, right? Even up till the time he was sick, he was still the secretary.
No, he was a secretary. He still remained the secretary.
Remained the secretary.
He remained.
Did
Then,
you attend the function when Indira Gandhi came
What
to the
year?
society?
Sis-
1980.
No.
No, he was sick that time.
Oh,
Indira Gandhi आएगा ना?
I think but I don't think
He
so.
was
He took.
sick.
Yeah, he was
No,
sick. Yeah.
yeah,
He didn't take any part then
No.
because he had that.
No, I'm
He
not
was
saying
sick,
he
yeah.
attended.
No,
Yeah.
he didn't.
Yeah,
No, he didn't.
but
Independence, no?
what happened actually one time is that I must, he was sick, and there was a function at the school, and as one of the who was making way, and that he said he refused me to take my brother, drive him into the where the near the we were sitting.
Okay.
And this fellow refused me, you see. I said, no, please, ma'am. Look, my brother is sick.
Mhm.
And I want to just drop him and come back.
Yeah.
He refused.
Okay.
So you don't have that. Park your car, yeah.
Mm.
So I got angry on him. I said, hey, you. And I said, I'll hit you, Mogo, first of all. I told him when I just
Okay,
came out.
Baji. Okay.
No, no.
That's it.
No, I just came
Oh,
out.
it's okay.
No,
Yeah,
I told him what
Yeah.
happened is that.
Yeah.
No, I came out. I opened my door. I said, I'll hit you. My brother is sick, Mogo. I
So it
told
might
you.
have been that function, no? It might
Yeah.
have been that function, yeah.
I said, my brother is sick. And then you know who he is? He was a secretary.
Where was this function?
Other society.
In the
If
society.
it was the same, if it was the same function.
And so-
Maybe.
Yeah, and so-
No, he said, he refused me, he said.
So who refused you? Bhana?
I'll tell you, no problem, forget about it. Yeah.
Off the record.
I know, yeah.
We'll close the camera.
I know, yeah.
ના, ના, કેમ નહીં? એમાં શું છે?
No, no, કઈ નહીં.
It's a
Was
learning
it the
process
Indira
for
Gandhi
everyone.
one? Was it the Indira Gandhi function or another function?
I don't know, there was a function.
Okay.
Maybe
And
before that.
my brother wanted to come because it was a society's function. And he refused me to, I shall drop him at the doorway or something and come back and park the car. He refused. I got in, I said, I'll hit you. I was a rough chap.
Yeah, that's
I
good.
didn't-
No, you got
I
it
didn't
right.
worry about it.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Were you?
Yeah. I am not. No, then he said, well, okay. Then finally he let me know. I said, oh.
Oh, God. But you want to ask about Kakan, no?
Yeah,
But
Harikaka
just before
Ghana was as secretary, right?
Yeah, I think he was the longest
Longest
serving
serving secretary.
secretary.
And he was very dedicated to his work,
Definitely,
right?
definitely.
Now, you used to talk about the society with him or what? Because he was very, the society always came first.
So,
For him, the society.
forget about the shop.
Yeah,
Yeah. Society came first.
yeah.
Society came first, yeah. And he never used to, if you want to make a call, he used to make it call from the office, shop. Never went to the school.
Never used
Not to
society.
use, used societies for anything, personal sort of thing, yeah. Malawi, that we used to have a lot of call from Malawi and South Africa, a lot of calls.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you remember
What
about
is it,
Kakan?
Dhirubhai?
Huh?
You're saying something.
No, it's going to take Ramanbhai off the point. I'll ask
Oh,
him just now.
And then, sorry.
But you're
No.
just saying he was very dedicated, spent endless time, religious, and then he was in charge of the Gandhi centenary.
Gandhi centenary. Oh, Gandhi centenary. He was so delicate. He didn't worry about the shop and everything. Yeah. He started scratching everything up. Gandhi walked over. He made that.
Yeah, he made up the paper. Yeah, we'll show you. We'll show you. Just
Yeah,
now,
just
okay?
show her that. He drew up the rough itinerary
Sketches.
sketch, where Gandhiji was born and what he did this year, everything.
So he was quite involved in the whole planning of that centenary.
Yeah.
There's a whole year affair. They did the book. They had lots of
That's
shows,
right.
Ganambadu shows, and
Mm.
the school children also did nataks
Shows,
relating to Gandhiji and all.
Yeah.
So it was an event where he got everybody in the society involved.
That's right, yeah.
Right?
Photo
Wasn't he
there,
a
that was.
wasn't he a chairman? Was he a
He was the
of
chairman
that?
of the
Yeah,
Centenary
centenary.
Gandhi
I
Centenary.
mean, he was the chairman and my dad was the secretary.
Yeah.
That's right, that photo આપેલો છે ને ત્યાં.
My dad was the secretary. There was Manibhai Master there.
Yeah.
There was A.B. Lakshman.
Yeah.
Dan Nagar was the youngest person there.
That's right, yeah.
And you know who was there, Dhirubhai? Foxy's mother.
Yeah.
Foxy's mother.
Foxy's
Right.
mother.
Oh, Fox's mother,
Yeah.
Irabai's wife.
Yeah.
એમનું નામ જોની કેમ કે she used to be she used to how I know her કેમ કે મહિલા ભજન મંડળ later on came and she and her and જેઠાણી આપણે
Chotagar.
no આપણે
Dayaka
આપણે દયાબાઈ's
Mother.
mother And Irabai, you know, Bele,
Yeah.
there were.
But
Ah.
Kaka would host even with religious people.
Now,
Anyone
where-
who used to come.
Anytime, Kaka used to, ત્યારે Jackson boy હતા chairman. Now, I tell you,
Okay, but talk about
he used
it.
to host any guest, you know, societies.
Yeah.
And especially one thing was the Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram.
Yeah.
They were there. There were 4 of them, I think, or 3 of them. Tough chap, man. Oh, Hare Krishna. And they used to go, wake up early. They used to cook themselves. Never, we used to just give them what they wanted. And in the morning, wake up early in the morning, go. How they got the cars or anything, round the city, chanting Hare Ram, Hare Krishna. All around the Salisbury.
So was that time Harikaka staying on that?
Victoria Street.
Victoria
Oh,
Street.
Victoria Street.
Yeah, Victoria
Okay,
Street.
not that one.
No.
No, not in
Washington,
Victoria
we stayed in Victoria
Street.
Street.
He bought a property. And
Yeah.
bought
Because then later on he bought a property.
The one opposite Seamus or somewhere there.
yeah. Victoria Street, yeah. That's what
And
we were bought.
they, પાછળ રાવજી આપણે
Geraji brothers.
Raji brothers were staying. And that time we had invited a lot of guests, you see. And Raji Bhai's mother, જે આપણે હું ચકના શું કહે this
Chapta.
one mithai, no,
Mohanta.
Mohanthal. She made that Mohanthal, I tell you, that taste is still there. I can't forget that. Mohanthal, Raji Bhai's
So you were saying that time Harikaka, whenever there is a Santor ke after
Stay at
Yeah.
his house.
was staying at his house.
Yeah, it is
That's Victoria Street.
Victoria
Victoria
Street.
એ યાર્ડમાં તો મેં ટ્રાઇસિકલ ચલાવેલી છે.
With bike.
Yeah, બરાબર.
Don't you have a photo of Kaka with those
Yeah, we do.
big
We do.
people?
We have
Yeah.
all
Those guests
with
and
these
all that.
santos,
Yeah.
yeah, that used to
Yeah.
come. But I'm just thinking in those days, ye loko vegetarian or we were non-veg. Did that matter, or did you just not eat?
Then, I mean,
કારણ કે અત્યારે
we,
તો
I
it's all
mean,
like
when
that.
anybody came, never used
No.
liquor or anything.
Oh.
Yeah. we do.
No.
Yeah. I'm just
No,
thinking.
that is one thing.
Strict.
I mean, they knew. I mean, our community members knew that we were using.
Yeah.
But I think, you know, in those days, Rekha, I think it was less. It
So-
was more vegetarian.
Yeah, no,
Yes.
that's right.
Yeah,
More
yeah.
vegetarian.
Yeah.
Only in later times it became easily available, for
Wonderful,
example.
yeah.
You know?
But you know, Thiru, Kaka, what I remember is if ever people who are vegetarians that used to, I remember this, कि vegetarian कोई out तो we used to have to hide the non-veg. I remember that.
Because of
Yeah.
respect, you used to do that.
Yeah,
But
respect.
it was
Respect,
more
yeah.
orthodox at that time.
Yeah.
Because of respect.
No, so I'm just thinking, if we had these santos, I'm sure we had to like cleanse the whole house. I'm sure.
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah. But that's he was. What he was telling me about Kaka was that he was just such a dedicated, very. When he used to speak to people more
Oh yeah.
respectfully.
Any
than
respect.
most side
Anybody
people
used to
had
phone them, you know, those fellas sometimes josti bolta, you know. The boy used to stay slyly, you know, quietly. And the fellow, chup થઈ જતા. I mean, you see, opposite right. You said, you shout, no. જરા મેં પ્રિયન કે મેં સાંભળ્યું નથી જરા કે એટલે કઈ ના ત્યાં નીચે નો જરા ધીરજ રાખે એમ. And he used to, you know, answer them very politely and that sort of thing, you see. He was never rough on the phone or anything.
So did Marikaka take over just soon after
Yeah.
Harikaka passed away?
Because you see why, when he came, when they came to visit
Kaka.
When they wanted to make him honorary president.
when he was
Yeah,
making,
yeah.
that time he suggested, he said,
Oh,
take
yeah.
money by.
Money
Okay,
back.
got you.
Then take my brother and get on the committee or something. He knows and he.
That's when he then came on as under secretary.
That's right. He
Oh, Monica.
yeah.
So from them he was the under secretary. So as under secretary he was not quite exact, but
Yeah.
he used to sort of take care of all whatever
And,
Harikaka did.
And
Oh.
The secretarial work,
Uh-huh.
Monikaka had actually taken.
Manibhai was so thorough, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
And he, because he was the he was he passed matric in Abrahama. Now, that time the standard of matric was very high, and Abrahama High School, the Abraham School was very well known for that.
હજુ બહુ
Abraham,
વખણાય.
Abrahama,
હજુ બહુ વખણાય.
Abrahama, yeah.
Abraham High School.
Abrahama High School.
So he's
Very well.
educated to
Educated in Abrahama. From Kaltan to Abrahama, Kaltan is just about 5 kilometers from Abrahama Gam, Kaltan, or then Mosav, Mama's Gar. That's where he used to stay, and he studied from there.
He was the only brother
Yeah.
who was educated.
Educated,
Yeah.
yeah. He was the only one.
In India. That's,
But he was so thorough, I tell you. And he would stick to his point.
ish.
One thing is that, and his point was right. He would argue until he knows that he has convinced that fellow that this is right, this is right.
So all three brothers used to stay at that same house in the first street.
No, we used to before.
Or before, yeah.
Yeah.
No,
We
I'm talking
used to
before,
stay.
not later, but
No,
before.
before, yeah. One house. Victoria Street, yeah.
Yeah.
Afterwards, then he, well, yeah, because family is
Everybody,
getting.
yeah, growing and all
Yeah.
that. Family was-
હવે તમે વાત કરવાના હતા પણ ચૂકી ગયા પેલું આપણું અવધૂત ભજન મંડળ ને હિન્દુ ભજન મંડળનું સ્પ્લિટ કેવી રીતે થઈ?
હવે અવધૂત ભજન મંડળ હશે આમાં થયું અવધૂત ભજન મંડળ અવધૂત મહારાજ આવે ને ત્યારે હવે હતા એટલે યુઝ ટુ ગીવ આપણે આમ ભેગા થતા પેલું થતા એમ યુઝ ટુ આમ બધાને છે આઈ થિંક પેલું અમને ભાષ પેલો આવતા સ્પીચ ભાષણ પેલો વાત કરતા એનો હવે બધા જે on those who came from Zambia, one of the they used to believe him in they used to believe in him.
એટલે અવધૂતના ફોલોવર હતા.
અવધૂતના follower they.
All these are like Govinji,
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Lalu
Yeah.
Kaka.
So there are mainly a lot of those
Zambians.
Zambians.
No,
Yeah.
no, ex-Zambians.
Zambians.
Just Govinji and
Yeah, they
okay.
were the followers of the Avdut Maharaj.
And
એટલે
then
અવધૂત ભજન મંડળ, did it start after Avdut Maharaj came?
Yeah,
or when
after.
the Zambians came?
After
After.
Avdut. હવે તેમાં શું થયું પછી they used to, and I also used to go to them. હું ભજન માં જતો બધે even even after that અવધૂત પરિવાર એ લોકોનો અવધૂત પરિવાર પેલું કરતા એ લોકોના હવે એમાં હું જતો ભજનમાં ગમે ત્યાં ગુરુવારે એ લોકો
ગુરુવાર ભજન
ગુરુવાર
કરતા.
હતા હવે શું કહું મારે તો કંઈ વાંધો જ નહીં હતો ઇવન આપણું અમારે પછી હવે એમાં શું થયું કે and even Ramalan Naik was also with them, if I'm not mistaken.
But he was in Hindu bhajan mandal.
He was also. He was also
but
very.
Guruvar as well.
He was. તમને કહેવાય તો બધું
Tell me,
He's also from Zambia. He's also from Zambia.
He also from Zambia.
All from Broken Hill.
Right,
All
but
three of them from
he-
Broken Hill. Govinji,
Ah.
Lalu Kaka, and Ramalan Naik.
Ramalan Naik.
This is Kiru's dad.
Yes.
Okay.
હવે એનું પાછી he also come from વેચા અમારા ગામની નજીક
Ah.
and he was a station master there, Ramalan Naik. હવે એ આવતા પછી હવે ગોવિંદજી સિનિયર સ્ટ્રીટ પર રહેતા they that કાલિદાસ આપણે રતનજી's building રતનજી કાલિદાસ ને રતનજી used to stay there, one of them. Now, બાજુ Ramalan Naik રહેતા. I think it was Mitchell Wasan's, I think, property. I think.
Wasn't building.
હવે એ લોકો એ બે બંને પેલો કુછ કર્યા કરે I mean every time you find કે Govinji also was, I mean, so પેલું Ramalan Naik હાથ પેલું કુછ કર્યા જ કરે દર વખત આમને બહેલો હોય ત્યારે ભજનમાં એ બંને બહેલો હોય ત્યારે એ લોકો કહે એવું Govinji had a habit on sometimes he ઉશ્કેરી આપ્યો sometimes
Don't dare say all that.
No, this is the thing.
It's important history.
It's
It's a history, yeah.
It's
Because some,
Now
some-
that
I know part
no,
of the
I
story.
know. For him, it's good.
I know
We
part
told
of
him
the
there's so much he wanted to say, and he said, no, don't say this, don't say this, don't say this.
you know,
Carry on, carry on, Prabhupada.
some genes never disappear.
I know,
so
I
it's
see
important.
that.
Something I remember. The next question I'm going to ask you later.
Oh no.
પછી એ લોકો
Yeah,
ભગવાન
then,
ભજન કરતા
then
હોય,
પછી તો એ લોકો then they made એ લોકોનું અવધૂત known as અવધૂત પરિવાર. અવધૂત પરિવાર.
પણ એ લોકો પછી શનિવારના ભજનમાં આવતા કે?
પછી કોઈ વખત એ લોકો નહીં આવતા.
એ લોકોનું ગુરુવારે હતું.
એ લોકો ગુરુવાર એ લોકો પછી they
અવધૂત
split
ગુરુવારમાં.
completely.
કારણ
અને
કે
જલારામ.
પેલા અવધૂત મહારાજ આવેલા ને and they whatever bhashan is to give these people, then he encouraged them to form a Avdut
પરિવાર.
and that was the Guruvar bhajans,
Wow.
and they should do some
That's it.
specific bhajans.
That's right, yes.
If I'm
Avdut
not
bhajans.
mistaken, they used to do
Avdut bhajans.
Avdut related bhajans.
Yeah.
And it was mainly, like you say, northern Rhodesia.
Yeah, Northern
came
Rishik.
from they were the main ones.
Yeah.
There may be one or two outside who
That's
were
right.
part of Avdut Parivar, but then they decided
They
that
all
they
had
only attend those bhajans and they wouldn't go to the
આપણે હમણાં ભજન આપણે
even
ભજન
yeah similar Wednesday bhajans that were started. Wednesday
Because
Pratna.
Swami Satyananda.
Yeah. So when these Swamis came, then they encouraged them to form Pratna groups or whatever. That's how we got the different
Bhajan groups.
Yeah.
But I remember that time quite vividly because
Yeah.
I was at Gujarati school when Avdut Maharaj came,
Okay.
right? And there was a teacher called Ramanbhai Joshi at that time at the Gujarati school, and he was an Avdut man.
Oh.
And he was one, in fact, my late brother was Guruvar as well.
Okay.
He was Avdut, right? And that's the time it started. The Guruvar business started. That's the time. I remember it quite vividly. But you're right, there was a friction.
Remember, there was a split, or these people resigned from Hindu society. Was it like Kitish's dad?
Sorry, what?
Not
What's the
okay.
question, Kaka?
You know,
I missed
society. They were society members,
Huh.
and then they split. They became non-members of society.
When was this?
No, I don't think. એટલે હું થયું
Okay.
he also was part of Hindu society, અવધૂતમાં.
Natubai.
Natubai.
Yeah.
Yeah, he.
Yeah.
Then what we had a tussle is that there was some.
Even
What
Natu
happened?
Kaka was
Yeah,
part of society.
there was some word. There was one word. Right. And I was secretary, right? And I think which Manibhai master corrected it, right? I tell you, yeah. There was one word. કે આ શબ્દો તમે વાપરેલા. No, I think I used this. આ શબ્દો મેં આ context, on that context I used it. And there was a very hot argument about this. ભાષામાં પાછી
એટલે meetingમાં
મીટિંગમાં
તમે શબ્દ
યા વાપરેલો. અને મેં આ અર્થમાં આ શબ્દ વાપર્યો યા ને એના એમ કે ને આ તમે આમાં એ લોકો they took the
Wrong end of the
wrong
stick.
understanding.
They blew it up.
I think Ramji was also involved in it.
Sorry,
Ramji.
Harkinson.
Yeah. I think there was Ramji, Natu Kaka,
Natu,
Shah,
Yeah,
and there was some other. And they split up.
that's right. Yeah, they split up. Yeah, then they split up. Yeah.
What split up, Kaka?
This was from society.
It did.
From the society.
These were Guruvar Bhajan Mandal members.
They could be part of Guruvar or part of society members. They were part of society members.
And
But
then
some
they left
argument
the-
happened
Okay.
at the society where these people split up from the Hindu society.
એવું તમે
And I
જાણો
think
છો?
it
come
was,
back.
I think
They didn't come back after a very long time.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also, I think this took within the, okay, but the meeting after all the section and
General meeting?
no, not general,
Subcommittee.
general council member.
General Council.
એટલે all the
all the bhajan mandas and all that were
That's
part
right.
of the general council.
that's right.
Okay.
It used to be general council meeting.
Yeah, so the problem was the way of the wording was that because Hindu bhajan mandal was part of the Hindu society.
That's right. Yeah.
So that's how he used to in a meeting
Yeah.
addressed it.
Yeah.
These guys took objection to it and they said that no, the Hindu bhajan mandal is not part of the Hindu society. And that's when then that argument came. And they were adamant that no, it is under the Hindu society, the Hindu Bhajan Mandal. So these guys said that, well, then we will leave the Hindu Bhajan Mandal.
Something
Something like that.
like okay.
But that was a long time ago, right?
Yeah,
But then that surfaced recently.
Even again.
It also, the reason also is because when we dissolved Hindu Youth Club, we became part and parcel of the Hindu society. We became member, and so naturally the Hindu Bhajan Mandal also is a part and parcel of.
Yeah.
Naturally, it is naturally.
So in the general
Yeah.
council, the Hindu Bhajan Mandal represented as Hindu Bhajan
And
Mandal
that's right.
of the society.
That's it. Yes.
These people took objection to it, and that's where they decided to, and then they wouldn't attend the Hindu Bhajan function. They
That's
used to carry on with their own stuff. But after a long time, they persuaded them to come back
Yeah.
to the thing.
You mean it's history repeating itself?
You're right, eh?
No, so the same.
Yeah,
Same-
the same kind of.
No, the same crowd were trying to
Yeah.
to say no, it was not part of
Uh-huh.
it.
We carried on because we at that time our thing was very slow. I mean, we became very weak also. I mean, at certain age, Bhajan Mandal
Yeah.
came, but we didn't worry about it.
One of them was come to Kaka also, come to HD. Was one of the couple.
Wait.
Okay,
But now the other, first thing is that Hindu Bhajan Mandal, I'll tell you one is that they had little bit also, the paisa walan ta jau, it happened like that. This Chandubai Thakur se Chandu Matha આપણે આડવેનીમાં હવે એનતા ભજન હતા. Only about 6 or 7 of us came there, including Magan Bula was there.
Right.
Magan Bula also came to that bhajan chant. The next following week, bhajan at Ramson's house, going Ramson. He said in front of everybody, he used like, તમે એમ કે ભજન કરવા આવે કે ભવાડો કરવા આવે એમ કે. હા એમ કે.
Okay.
હવે એમ કે ગયા અઠવાડિયા એમ કે ચંદુભાઈ ત્યાં હતા કેમ કે ગરીબ એટલે તમે નહીં આવ્યા, હવે આ પૈસા વાળો એટલે તમે બધા અહીંયા ભજન કરવા આવ્યા, એટલે હું તમે ભવાડો કરવા આવ્યા એમ કે. Those are exact Magan Bula's words.
Okay, I think I have exhausted all the questions that I have except one. Is there anything else you guys
No,
want
I
to?
don't know.
Yeah, I have one more question. Ramanbhai.
બોલો ભાઈ.
તમારે જો આ જુવાનિયા એનથી જુવાનિયાને શિખામણ આપવી હોય હિન્દુ સોસાયટી તરફથી તો તમે શું કહેવાય લોકોને? What would you advise them in terms of the society? શું કહેવાય લોકોને તમે? Society, community, from your experience and your involvement in the community and society, what advice would you have for the younger generation? ભરવાડાનો કરો ભજન કરો. What do you say?
Oh, yeah, what you know, the experience
What do
you've
you
seen, had already from the past and what you see today, what guidance would you give to the future? Generation.
ચાલો ની forget about society. તમારે આજે
No, I mean,
લેખાને કઈ
today
શિખામણ આપી હોય
today,
તો શું
see,
કહો તમે?
I went through also a very rough time, right? As a thing. How to advise, બીજાને કેવી રીતે સલાહ આપું, it's very difficult કે હું સલાહ આપું. I mean, how કે હું બીજાની સલાહ પરથી, I mean, I came also, બીજાને, I mean, and one I learned was one from our Dhirubhai's father, Magan Kaka. I learned from his sort of thing is that, although I was small, but I marked, okay. When sebentar dulu kan we had little kayak on a one kayak magan apa babuji used to import, I think, clothing, right? I think one of them was, I think, overcoats, military overcoats, if I'm not mistaken. And we used to buy from him also, you see. I think we used to sell more overcoats than Magan Kaka himself. because why? We used to, Tezarama, you see, they used to, like, when people get married, used to have Tezara, that they have to give overcoat, shawl, hat and everything, right? So we built up quite a customs for them. We used to sell quite a number of overcoats, you see. And then when he used to import this Palwari biscuits, Magan Kaka, Magan late. And when it used to come, he used to call me, Ramanbhai Bhana, they used to come and give me one box or two box. He said, that's what he used to do.
Really?
First he used to give me, open up the thing and give me, but call me,
Okay, but what
Palwari
lesson do
biscuit,
you, what lesson are you going to learn?
And then, you see, that gave me what relation with the old man, an old person. And I was a bloody kid, man.
Okay.
I used to, I say, what treatment he used to give me. Like loving, sort of very loving sort of feeling he had also, for me or whatever it is.
Would you say you value relationships?
Yeah.
You must value relationships
I mean, that
despite
I love,
the age.
no, I mean, although I had that, Magaj Bahigal,
Okay.
I can talk, I can mix up with the elderly man, and the respect here, and I can, and that, and how to speak to, how to behave with them or something like that.
પણ ત્યારે તો તમે બધા વડીલ સાથે બીક લાગતી.
One big line, I was scared. I was scared, so scared. How to talk to them? I couldn't even talk, how to even Kamcho, it's something, Kamcho, that's what. After Namaste varu ho nahi hatu, કેમ કે Namaste later on, when we came to live, બધું Namaste ને બધું કરવાનું. I didn't have that even. Yeah. But Magan Kaka, where he, I got influence, and he used to tell me and give me all with this. And that was one man, one person, and Dhirubhai Nayak. Dhirubhai Nayak was another person, and he used to come up here every 11 વાગે 10 અહીંયા ઘરમાં આપણે. At the time I was married, you see. ત્યારે used to teach મમ્મી આપણે wife. જાણી જોઈને કહેતા એમ કે હરાવની છે એમ કે એને બહુ હાચો છે એમ કે તને એમ કે રાખે એમ કે તને લોકો કઈ મૂકે. Also, used to work, Dhirubhai Nayak was very joking, sir.
No, but Balaji, what Dhirubhai is asking, what would you advise us?
No, hold on. Then he used to tell me, say like, आप पूरी हमके वो संस्कारी छे हमके, हाचो छे. Used to tell about mummy, संस्कारी हमके, वो खानदान हमके, गमे तेवी नहीं हमके, जेने तो साचो छे हमके. Those are his words, Dhirubhai Nayak's words. And this, Magan, his father used to stay, he stayed for a little while at our house. He used to watch every movement. And used to tell, Kaki, Sant.
Oh, you mean?
To tell mummy.
Oh, really? Magan Dada
His
used to-
father
used
told
to tell?
mummy.
But I can.
Son,
Oh,
no, mummy ne.
Get them, don't worry.
No.
Because my mother had a rough time.
This is that thing, it's like, that's what he said.
Oh, Magan Dada used to tell her.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
really?
that,
Okay. Okay.
You know that.
Okay,
What,
okay.
those are the very
Yeah, yeah.
valuable things.
Uh-huh. So, in
Ma-
summary, what you're saying is
Like, you know, those,
Get them
the
in.
lesson, you know,
listen to the elders.
elders,
Uh-huh.
but we never lost respect for elders.
Elders. Okay, okay.
મેં તમને છે ને જરાક મુશ્કેલ ક્વેશ્ચન પૂછ્યો આજના જુવાનિયા સાંભળતા નથી એ લોકો આપણને
હવે
સલાહ આપે એટલે શું કરીએ
in that case also you see
Is that what you were hinting at? You say these youngsters.
Anyway, Raman Kaka, your
Yeah.
in that case you see I was brought up in that way now. If I would say something to, you know, a good one, you know, something, you know, which I feel that it's something they should take into consideration or something, but would they listen to my thing?
I would, huh?
Baji, are you saying we don't listen?
Oh
No,
my
no, I mean,
God.
that's it.
no, you're right. You're absolutely
No,
right.
you're right.
Yeah,
Absolutely right. what
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
saying.
yeah, yeah.
Today we have a
Yeah.
tough time
Yeah,
Yeah.
when somebody's elders tell us,
yeah.
and you know, and we said today's times, you know, we
Yeah.
look at today's.
Stop me.
The old man is just talking.
times also change, you know, times have changed.
Change also.
In the olden days, if an elder person told you sit in that corner and don't move, you wouldn't move,
Yeah.
right? But
Now-
these days you'd question it, right?
Yeah.
Why? Yeah,
No,
so
but I think we
times
still.
have changed as well.
Yeah.
But I think we
Yeah.
still.
And
I
this
think
is the
our
real,
age, our age,
To give advice to
still
the mama.
Listen.
would listen to our father.
We
But I
still
think
do.
our, like Nandu's kids, Rekha's kids, they're at a different
Yeah.
age.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
think we still of that era still. I would
Think so.
say
Yeah.
that. We may not agree with it totally, but I would say we still respect
નહીં
that.
તો
But
એટલે મમ્મી કહેતી એમ કે નહીં સાંભળે હું લાવજે સ્ટીક
Teach folks,
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that times have changed.
Yeah, no, no,
We
times,
wouldn't
yeah.
put one of our grandchildren into the corner.
None.
No, no,
Right?
no,
You
no.
understand what I'm
Exactly.
saying? So
Yeah.
times have changed.
Changed.
as
No,
well.
they wouldn't even listen to
Times have
us.
changed.
Anyway, Raman Kaka, thank you very much.
No, and
Thank
we
And
thank
the
you.
thing
Alright,
was
thank
the
you.
one Bharat was so lazy.
Oh,
He used to always
Jonathan.
stand, you know,
Nice.
lean against a wall or something. So Bhai used to tell me that, well, you know, you'll break that wall, MK. You know, that account, what is your MK? Tell him stand straight or something.
પણ જો એ ક્યાં ગયો?
Yeah,
You
but-
tell me where he's
Oh,
gone.
thank you very much.
Thank you.
Jo,
Thank
તમે
you.
આવ્યા તે બદલ I don't know, I may have said something wrong.
Not
Just,
not at all.